Hello, and I'm back. Alright, then it wasn't that long. It was like 2 hours. But I took my time to take a shower and stuff, so I am a bit more fresh. But I'll go straight in the game and do it that way, and hopefully the game actually works and isn't gonna be weird. If can OBS pick up the game? Thank you, and hopefully it can, my controller can also be registered as functioning. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know, it's Dark Souls 1, they are a bit funky with it. There. Pretty much the only thing I really can do is just try to beat the guy. One... I thought I was gonna do the two, like the two hit. Ow. Yeah, that's the thing I thought I was gonna do. Yeah, I gotta remember how to do this. First of all, I gotta check what magic do I have access to. Magic, magic, magic. It's here and here. Yeah, let's head in weapon, repair. Yeah. I could technically use that one. Well, the best thing would have been if I had any buffs that, functioned well. Might as well. Since I have a feeling. Actually, I can keep that one for now and see. Yeah, still none of these are what I want. The Black Knights are still the best, but I pretty much did nothing off stream, except re-randomizing, which I said I was gonna do. Because even if I said it offhandedly without thinking, I still said that I was gonna do it, so then I want to, preferably keep doing do what I said. Which I generally try to keep up. Unless something just starts to feel to me like it's, like I'm just sabotaging myself for no reason. Yeah, this sword is super slow. I forgot they have that they can see well, these golems. Or crystal things. I want to call them crystal golems. I don't know if they actually are, if they're golems or something else. For all I know, they could be like solidified soul or some shit. They're going to seethe, so they're in all likelihood something bad. Or at least there's something bad attached to them. Yeah, guild player, which I can't use because, player being the keyword. And the Depending on which boss it is, I might be able to do this. So it should no longer be Gwyn unless I'm extremely unlucky. Like I was with getting Sieve in the same place 4 times in a row, which happened. Or not even 4, it's 3 times in a row. But it is what it is. Excuse me, you were re-randomized, but you chose to... Ow, timing was off. Okay. Ow. I sure do wish you could, dodge out of that, or I could finish drinking mess within a decade of starting to drink it. Ow. Yep, and that's death, in all likelihood. I thought it was one-handing it. Shit. Yeah, I promised to re-randomize all of the enemies and like boss and stuff every time I ever new stream. I got to Gwyn twice in a row. In the same place, and it's almost the only thing I can do. Because I'm pretty sure this is the only thing I can do. Either that or kill one of the 2 things that replace the big one. I mean, we know why Gwyn would be here. He's here for the view. What do you think is in Queelex's place? He knows what he wants. Yeah, I remembered a bit earlier that actually I need to tab out to actually unhide your message because YouTube. But yeah. The gargoyles, if I'm right when I fought them, were Ornstein and Ornstein, and they were supposedly randomized separately. I would also have to know how to do the sense skip. And I'd probably try and like learn. Wrong thing. Thing is, what kind of weapon is he good against? Because I know lightning is not a good weapon against him. And neither is really magic. What? I thought... I'm confused. When you attack, there's a lightning effect. Since when was lightning magic? I mean, I do have the charcoal pine resin. It's just I have a very small amount of it, and if I want to get more, I would have to leave, and I think at least one of the mercs had, I think it was charcoal. And fighting Gwyn in a large open room with no pillars, while being bad at parrying, isn't very reasonable. Oh wait, why did... Okay, yeah, that explains a bit why I was taking so much damage from that. Wait. And I would have to be lightweight to do that. Yeah, I know he's weak to fire, it's just... it doesn't help too much. Also, should I just do this? I can have... Or does it even... I think I went from medium to light. But also, I have a feeling dodging his fire is not gonna go well. And also, fun fact, I got really frustrated after last stream. So I actually looked up vaguely where the Firekeeper souls are. Can you guess where basically all of them are? Sen's Fortress or past. I don't remember exactly which. I think most of them were in Anorlondor. Which was fun to figure out. Yeah, I still can't remember your freaking the hit when you need to hit. Yeah. When do I parry that attack? Ow. I forget you have the poke. There. Oh, wait, he has a weakness to occult? Yeah, it's more like I got bored because I was also going crazy because I hadn't found a single one. So I looked to see where at least one of them was. I chose to like not really read deeply into it, but apparently literally all of Firekeeper's souls are around or past Orzin's Mo. Can you guess why I don't vibe with that? Yeah, I thought a cult was something else. They never really explain in game, like, how cult works and like what it's good against. At least not any time when they say it clearly enough for the dumbest to get it. Yeah, the only issue was Anorlondor is the earliest to get any Firekeeper soul, and the Rite of Kindling is... I have no clue, I just know it's probably even further in. For all I know, it could be in a different dimension. Ah. Wait, so it's... For example, it's divine to get the Nero, but for Gwen, occult is good. And also, Quailag changed a little bit since the last time I saw her. I mean, that's some fire motif. How much does it do? Pretty similar. And that is too late, I think it was. And yep, too early. God, I hate fighting Gwen with uneven ground. And if I don't, like, if I don't back up in the right direction, he'll I might accidentally walk into a wall and get stuck. Yeah. Wait, give me. Let's go. I need to. Can he? Still the best thing I learned from Dark Souls 2. You can just walk around a fair amount of enemies and you just bully them. Which they never really taught me indirectly, at least indirectly or directly in Dark Souls 1. I mean, I guess I might try and voice break him. The only issue is skill issues. But I can never understand Gwyn's, like, the timing to parry most enemies or boss, because it feels like it's slightly off. Because some enemies and bosses you need to parry like the millisecond they hit, and others you need to parry like a quarter of a second before they even attack. Which just feels weird. Yeah, and that is, I need to be slightly slower with that. Yep, I was slightly too late, because I need to do it while he's essentially hugging me in his animation, because for some reason that's how Gwyn works. You need to parry mid-hug, while the Silver Knights you need to parry around the time when their attacks, usually land. Well, I have no clue if the club or the sword does more damage at this point. Like to win. Like, if I hit him with the parry thing, but also, if I can poise break him, the club would probably be better. It's base club with Occult 4, or a +1 Onyx Blade thing, the Calamite Tail. That does like 300 something damage. While this one does, less than 300. But I don't know how much more. Like how much of an effect the cult has. Yeah, the Obsidian Greatsword. Yeah, I had the firing on, so I want to see how much more of an, if it does more or less. Oh, the move on this sort, like the moves you have, kind of suck. Oh, he can poise. He can poise. He can ruin my poise. Yep, too early. God damn! Can't they? I genuinely wish they had a closer bonfire than a 10-minute walk through the swamp, getting jumped by like 5 enemies. Unless I wanted to walk through the entrance every time instead. I just suck at the timing with doing it. I mean, it's big issue, I'm pretty sure at this point, is just the ground isn't even. So if, let's say, he pushes you onto a staircase, there's a chance you almost can't block him, and sometimes he can't hit you. And also, I don't know the parry well, so Gwyn is 1,000 times harder than he needs to be. Because I've only beaten him by getting him stuck behind his pillars whenever I need to heal. This place has no pillars. It has me getting my ass kicked. Yeah, this one is better to use. Ow. And I pressed parry. Thank you, game, for that. Oh yeah, poison. Yeah, it's just kind of annoying because I also have to fight him while poisoned unless I want to take a 10-minute break before every fight. Oh boy, I sure do love Blighttown with, you know, Gwyn at the end. Yeah, I'm getting better at parrying him, it's just extremely frustrating. It just reminds me of before I did a Dark Souls 3 randomizer, like before I streamed it, I did like a test thing for like the first area. And in said area, like the Hyrule Lothric, the what's it called again, the Vort became Sullivan. And they had no bucklers or small shields. And he hit like a truck, and I didn't have any defense, so the only way to learn to fight him there is to parry. Oh yeah, he get like pretty much the one thing, like the way I always describe Gwyn is he is the #1 hater of Estus. It's like you think about using Estus and he will jump you. I need to get a good run here with him, or like on him. And dodging around doesn't really work that well because of how, you know, he is. His attacks are too wide for... Okay, fuck you for having a lingering hitbox on that. That is quick. And that isn't... Okay. In that I'm just getting confused. I need to just try and bait out the one same attack because the other ones all have completely different and weird parry windows. I don't get why they couldn't just make the parry start instantly instead of having like a, you know, like a quarter-second wind-up to start parrying. It isn't a reaction time thing at that point, it is just a timing thing, and it gets really frustrating. I never watched Fullmetal Alchemist, any of them, not the original and not Brotherhood, but I've heard it's good. And I considered to keep trying to revive Mildred, but Mildred doesn't help that much. I mean, actually, they do help quite a bit, just they throw off my groove. Yep, too early, I was getting impatient. Fuck you, Gwyn. genuinely go fuck yourself with, oh no, you're doing a launch attack forward, and you can still track a side dodge. Because you can't dodge forward, you can't dodge diagonally in this game because, you know, they don't even want to try to patch that. You can only dodge diagonally when you aren't locked on. Which I will trash this game for, because it's a dumb decision that anyone with a functioning frontal cortex should figure out. Oh no, the enemies have semi-perfect tracking through rolling. Let's not let the player dodge in an effective way. Either dodge directly into the enemy's... Either just jump directly into the enemy's weapon, jump back slightly further away, but you'll still get hit, or jump to the sides where they'll still perfectly track you. I mean, it's not even just Gwyn. Most of the... Like, even a lot of the basic enemies in this game have semi-perfect tracking. The only difference is they have larger windows where you can attack back. And you can stun them. Gwyn is... Like, dealing with Gwyn without having a way to, like, voice break him is the difficult part. Yep, too early. I genuinely, at this point, no, actually, I don't want to mess with settings. The thing I was thinking about was almost trying to get a mod so I can actually put a save state. Just to not deal with, you know, the run back, because it just... Genuinely, this fight wouldn't be that bad if the run back wasn't a 10 kilometer foot race against a skeleton through a poison swamp. Yes, I have re-randomized all the enemies and bosses. Guess what changed with Gwyn? Nothing. He last time before I re-randomized it, this was Gwyn, and now he's Gwyn again, and it's infuriating. So out of all the bosses, the game chose to just do Gwyn again, or like the randomized shows. And from what I know, all other boss, or like all other things are re-randomized. Okay, can you go fuck yourself, game? I clicked to be locked onto him like 4 times before he did that. And I pressed to dodge like 3 solid times. But no, I had just failed to parry him, so I can only walk for like 3 seconds before I'm allowed to dodge again. Yeah, I re-randomized and reload up. Like, whenever I start a new stream, it's just, I really wish they didn't, that the game could, you know, or more like the randomizer could feel a bit more random than putting the same, like, bosses usually, every time, for no reason other than they can. Like the, I don't know what it's called, the big one, what is it called, the Hydra in Deep-Root Garden. He became Seath 3 times in a row. It's like some specific mini-boss and bosses they don't want to randomize a lot. They re-randomize the same thing frequently. And my only issue with Gwyn here is just the run back, and then it's just It's just I need to learn to parry him with a super long cooldown between attempts. Yep, I fucking hate that attack because I can't dodge out of it. Or away from it. Hey, can you read my inputs, game? Yep, I forget he holds back. Yeah, I need to remember that in Gwyn's basic combo, he holds back his first swing for like 3 times longer than every other swing. Yeah. I'll do this for like an hour, and if I don't feel like I'm improving or making progress, I might just re-randomize everything again, just to get rid of Gwyn. Because, yeah, I'm not dealing with this, because I actually kind of want to also start playing a different game, like a different Souls game, which I put as a rule that I'm not going to do until I finish this randomizer. So, which is the reason why I'm enjoying it less. And next on the list would probably have to be Elden Ring. Which I'm probably gonna get just as annoyed at, but I don't, from what I know of it, and I've seen like slightly some bosses, they actually seem to give you iframes. And like you recover faster after you attack and like heal and stuff. Slightly faster than in most Souls games. It unlocks you whenever you successfully parry. And that doesn't work to parry that. Can you not parry the poke? I can't parry that. Oh, both of us missed. We both suck. And go fuck yourself. Oh no, I can't dodge further than 1 millimeter. Because, you know, doing stuff like medium rolling doesn't really matter here. Win. Yeah, I hate Gwyn so much. Mostly because of his fucking poke. Oh no, I refuse to do the one attack you can actually parry easily. Or like you're good at dealing with. And you only do it when I'm on the stairs, so I can't parry. God. I'm making progress, but he still fucking sucks. Just make him actually not just spam his poke, which I have no way of dealing with, and I can't even... One heal isn't enough to deal with him, is the biggest issue at this point. I need to heal like 4 times to go from low health to max health. Just make Gwyn actually do attacks I know how to parry. Instead of doing an attack which seems to have a parry window of like 0.01 frames. What it feels like, if human can. Although I think it might be partially because of there's a lingering hitbox on his sword, so even if you block it, you still take fire damage. I'm just tired of dealing with the little crybaby Gwyn. I have to fight him poison while he's really refused to actually, you know, well, pretty much usually just wants to hug me. And go fuck yourself again. Jesus Christ. Oh no, you're not allowed to dodge further than 1 millimeter. And I pressed dodge. Thank you, game, for the input delay. And oh my god. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get a fever just from fighting this piece of shit. Oh no, I know to dodge like 2 of his 5 attacks. But his grab, that is frame 1. The one that I'm incapable of dodging physically, according to the game. Actually, let's see. I have like 20 more minutes, and then also look up to see how to do sense skip, which probably still wouldn't work that well because I would have to, you know, be able to get to a bonfire after sense fortress. Wait, isn't there a glitch to get the boss in Quailag's domain to not wake up? I think there was. Or it might not work on this version. Which is possible. Oh. Or something like this. But also I need to use A instead of B. I don't know exactly how it goes, but it's something weird, like... Nope, doesn't work. It actually fixes how you're standing. When I'm just gonna keep stabbing your balls until you stop being annoying, which I know you're kind of immune to. Hey, can I... Genuine, just a blatant stun look, if anything, is what that is. I'm guessing poke. And I'm dead. Yeah. The healing takes 2 seconds to kick in. I'm just gonna look this up, because let's hope this works, and I'm gonna... give me a second, I'm gonna have to do this to make this work. Where is this? It's... Hmm. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna give this a try, maybe. And also, why is that doing that? Okay, there. Or no, part of me wants to try to do the Sensi, but also, I also really want to actually fight Gwyn and win. He's just infuriating because the run back exclusively. I would just run through the middle if it weren't for the, you know, having a skeleton chasing me, which is faster than me, and then also the crystal golem being there. And I don't know if I had an actual like weapon buff, there wasn't, you know, extremely limited. This would be good. But I don't. And I'm gonna fail now because I buffed my weapon. Doesn't do too much more damage, but still does a bit more. And I can't combo out of that because the parry counts to me blocking in that situation. Oh, I can do that then. Huh. Thought I couldn't because of experience. And I couldn't. Genuinely, when the game not unlock the camera the second I parry. Like, do they expect Gwyn to die from one parry? If not, then why do you unlock the camera? It should unlock the camera when the enemy's health reaches 0. Not the second you hit them after you know, got on the vital attack thing. Although this game might have actually been too easy if they had stuff like that and what's called that, an actual like diagonal dodging while locked on. The game might have actually felt like might have been a lot easier. You should be able to dodge around the bosses more instead of having to dodge directly into their attacks or directly to the side away from them or back to get away from them. Oh. Yeah, that's too early. Can you... Yep, he holds that for like half a second longer than I keep expecting him to. God damn it. Can I please... Game, can you please just let... Like... I don't know how to put into words other than... You know... I don't know. It's just... I'm just getting frustrated. It just feels like when... Goes off your inputs to pick the worst, or like has good AI, but I think just he's super aggressive mostly, so he won't let you heal, more or less. Latest fire and slashing. Maybe I should have actually put some armor on for that. I do have some super heavy armor that has high poison defense. Because I could just try and be super poised and face tank him. You know, because I like this one. I know this one. 43. Goes. Golems. Clerically. No, nothing more changed. The dodging. I could have just worn better armor. At least partially. Oh shit, I forgot to heal before. And I can't dodge away from that because I started healing a frame too late. And yep, like, wait a second. Does picking up your souls... I forget. God damn it. I forgot that any action you do, any input you do, it, from my understanding at least of this game, is that they don't really... Some inputs get, like, going a conga line through, as in you can't, like... You need to, or more like there's small, there needs to be a small pause between some actions, like, let's say, you were sprinting and now you want to attack, there's like almost a 1 second window if you want to go from that to a normal light attack, because you need to completely go to standstill and wait. I think it might be something similar. I wish I was allowed to just fight him head on. You know, with some pillars. Although fighting him head on is kind of my issue. Like, that his attacks are too wide, and I'm too bad to fight him fairly. Even more so because of this. And like some attacks I just don't get to the parry. They're weird. Actually, I probably should have just done this. Yeah, I thought it was probably there. It just should have been. When I'm done with your shit. Yep, and it's unlocked. Jeez. Sorry to move my mic back a bit because I was being too loud. But Jesus Christ, why does, if you get hit from his second attack, you get stun locked through all of the other attacks? Also, what does this one do again? Yeah, that's stamina recovery, which I need. Yeah, that would be too heavy. I need something that's close to Legends of Leggings, but Artorias. In weight, but better, but also good defense against fire. Which I have none other than maybe the leggings of thorns, which is worse still. Wait, what? Did I accidentally equip the wrong thing? Yes, I don't mean to have this skirt on. Yeah, but so I can parry some of his attacks. I just need to know when he's gonna do them. Well, another thing about it, I don't remember. Did Gwyn have a wife? Because I know he has he has a daughter and sons. I don't remember ever seeing or hearing anything about Gwyn's wife. Or like his partner. I guess I would need one of those, because I think from my understanding, the gods of Dark Souls do need they need a man and woman to have kids. Yeah, I was too far away. I need to be closer for that to work. Okay, yep, I was too far away. And no dodging that, because... Jesus, just let me recover faster. Like, that is... I swear, that feels like I have negative voice with how long that lasts. Oh no, he has super slow attacks, but he can still combo you with them because the recovery is long enough, so if you get hit by one of them, you can get comboed through like 4 of them. Because it'll be like half a second before you can move again, is when his next attack hits you. Still, this is an annoying place to go through to get back to its house. Yeah, like 2 more tries. At least. I know I can do it, it's just infuriating. I know Sense Fortress, like the Sense skip might not work, because I'll need to get someone who I can parry and then get down below near the Sense Fortress area. Like the bonfire near the gargoyles. Oh! You were gonna do that. I was hoping you would do the jump. Okay, fuck you with that. Poking me at the worst range. I know what there's a high likelihood of you doing, which is the poke. Yep, I'm dead. No way of getting out of that. How much patience do I have? I'll check. And the cracked was a Mentos, so don't worry about it, I didn't break anything. Hmm. 1K. Oh, that's a grab. Damn. I wish I could see here. No, it doesn't work, because I need to be need to be at the right place to make that work. Let me think. What key items do I have? Lord Vessel. I have one more place I could technically go to, but it's not gonna go well. It may or may not be the catacombs again. Yeah, that's gonna be twinkling. What? I got confused. What?
I'll be seeing you then. Be careful.
Can I not? Can you not upgrade these? Maybe not. Yeah, there's one more place I can go. And there's at least one thing new, which is if I can find it. Because the gargoyles are down. We'll see Cell again. Oh.
Wait, friend.
Oh yeah, I remember there was one more place you'd go later. The guy outside the... or... not ours, I mean... The one around the depths entrance. And yes, I'm not dealing with those. I forgot to unmute. Yeah. It happens. At this point, my biggest issue is quite literally just whatever the boss is gonna be at the bottom. Because it can either be super easy or super hard, there is very little in between. I know somewhere down there there's a safe place to land. I don't remember where though. Okay, so that area. I don't know if this weapon's gonna work or be bad in this situation. I can at least try and get this, and if I don't find anything I can use, I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah, here's the new one. If it's the same one again, then I think I might need to re-randomize, because then it might be broken. That looks like it might be an invisible person. It reminds me of Priscilla's dress. Yeah. Ah, she's broken. Okay, and nothing changed basically, except I got that. Still pretty much nothing. Uniform right, this takes a different path to go back a little bit. If I do this, yeah, that one wouldn't be the best attack, but let's see, is the... Where is it? It should be either or. Yeah. That's right. Okay, so... Yeah, that's the... That looks like it's the one version of the big, like, giant skeleton. Giant bipedal skeletons that live in my nightmares. This. God damn. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, that is double combo on big enemies that hit hard. The only big difference is the fact that one of these does that. One of them runs across the entire map just to hit me with a sucker punch through the nuts. God damn it. Okay, so there's a mushroom and a giant skeleton there. And I can't see my footing when I'm there. Yeah, that shit sucks. So pretty much nothing changed. Unless I wanted to, let's say, for example, while the steps are casting magic, you maybe make one of them die. They only have to deal with one nuisance being a piece of shit. at once, and not two. Yep, let me move faster. Probably not getting stun locked by the giant armor. Yeah, and that one not being me not having buffed that play like the bonfire is gonna backfire. Because I need my healing here. And I need a lot of it because of, you know, not being given any. Okay, go fuck yourself with that. Let me hit this guy, preferably before I get my ass kicked by the mushroom that's coming from the flank. Can I dodge to the side where I'm pressing to? Maybe. And... ow. Can I go up? Maybe. Yes. That is way more painful than I expected it to be. I didn't expect, you know, to get the mushroom jumping after. And I'm out of healing. Red chunk. Retrieval. Yeah, pain. Didn't want to disrupt this place. At least the other one, you know, helped a little bit. Yeah, the only way I could think of doing this would be to more or less go through like explore the Tomb of the Giants before I ring the second bell. Which seems like is what I'm gonna do. Most pants and a big hat. Logan is gonna be so jealous. Yeah. I am not going in there with no Estus. Let's see, there's this. Reverse hollowing, and then I'm gonna Kindle. One level.
today? You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine... I found it first.
Oh, I forgot to unmute. Shit, why do I keep doing that? That was loud. Yeah, that just...
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
I mean, there is technically some treasure down here, but... Oh, Keaton Yule on the ruins. Oh, wait. Shit. Hello.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness.
Not
Please
that
be
much.
careful. There are two fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts.
Oh,
Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens,
Petrus.
is there nothing?
And Patches.
Nothing at all to be done.
I don't vibe with those two. Okay. Okay, can you not be that annoying? Ow. And I've got no diagonal dodges. I forget about that quite often when I play this game, and like that as well. It is quite literally just the easy thing to forget here. Hello, they're both dead.
You banished those two hollows, did you?
Yes.
I'm certain.
Oh, yeah, another fat ring.
I think. I'm certain.
I guess I need to hope that they don't spam the DLC enemy that it's like a truck here. Doesn't look like they did. Okay, shit, I forgot to actually heal before I went to go here. Ow. So... Oh yeah, toxic in this game isn't... Or maybe it's just not toxic from these aren't the same as... That's just like a super long-lasting poison.
Oh. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. What?
I did you wrong. These... You know what I mean, don't you?
I need to be able to get to this place. Hey, can I use the ladder in front of me? Thank you. That only took like 4 solid seconds of trying to get to the ladder. Yeah, one more of these. I'm not tall yet, so I mean Kindle still. Yeah, at this point I might actually have to change settings in the enemy randomizer to lower the chance of going too low from normal. Because normal should be, from my understanding, like the frequency is the other bosses. Ow. Ow. Rat bastard. You must have literally. Can you fuck off? You do not need to cover the entire doorway. You know, when you aren't even half the size of the goddamn doorway. Can you also not have the aggression of fucking, of like, you know, of a, what is it called, a chihuahua with rabies? You don't need to be that aggressive. Also, can I find this? Let's just hope to not have both these while, you know, most helmet. Yeah, so I have this. Oh, I forget. That's a thing that happens. They can do that. Yeah, I kind of forgot they can completely just, you know, have the... that you can just... if you don't see them clearly, and even if you do, a lot of time you can just slightly miss an enemy. Which, while frustrating, is fair most of the time. Okay, so I'm not welcome here. Okay. He knew where I was from far, far away. Can the... might have to deal with this one too. Yeah, that is hell. Let's see your period about which part of the cell. Yes. Can I not have... oh, it's two. Magic weapon. Okay, so I got at least one buff. Dragon scale. Yeah, so that is basically everything I can do here, I think. And everything I can do without dying, at least. Excuse me. That is terrifying. He wasn't there before, and then I go up and he's just standing there menacingly. Ah, screw it, I'll just fall down. Yeah, I want to see if I can get the... If I can get to the other one too.
Did you?
Because there is a different thing as well. There's another bonfire here. Oh, yeah, large technique chart from Basic Hollows. It was over here. Yeah, try to past this one. And there's at least one guy who throws rocks at me over there. Yeah, I hope it was him or just another one that kind of jumped off and took out itself. Okay, can I... Why do you have, like, negative range on this weapon? It might be a bit impressive, but also really annoying. Where is the hook? I have too many items. Or catch pole, I mean. Hey, can I lock on? Yeah, I need to use this because in this game, unless you want to get covered and like hit by pretty much anything anything and everything under the sun, you need to kind of use a halberd because they have because they have range. Yeah, nothing there. Poison mist. At least it's staying a little bit on track with how you would expect this place to be. You know, the tomb of the giants having skeletons. Peace. Ooh. Hey, can I lock on? God damn. Ivory talisman. Upright warrior. I really wish I could just get something else. And also, I have the keys to Noodle on the ruins. Does it mean that I can fight the Four Kings or whatever Four Kings has become? Wait, where am I? Ah. They also have lightning, but this lightning is apparently magic, not actually lightning. Did it die? No. Oh, or yes. Maybe. might, but just took a while. Apparently. That looks like one of the golden statues from Rando, or like one of the giant golem things. That's one path down. Over here leads to a bonfire, I think. Yes. Jesus Christ, the dog. Let's see. I still haven't died yet, so yay, maybe. At least I should be able to warp here whenever. Yeah, some more souls. For their skeleton doing the YMCA, or doing the Y in YMCA. Oh, he left on his own. Even in our Londor, they really were good at jumping off the cliffs on their own. Ow. Yeah, I can't see him because at the corner, even if I can still be in range while being unable to see him at all. Wait, isn't there? I remember there being loot here or something. Or I was just disappointed over there not being loot. It could be either way. Could be either thing. It feels like I'm too far down because there was an area, there was like a platform above in a slightly earlier place. I'm gonna get invaded here, I think, like by Leroy, I think he's called. I know he exists. Healed by the Great Lord's power. I remember there being loot here. It feels like either that some of the loot is, like, there isn't as much loot as I remembered, or either that, or it's just that, like, some of the item locations get removed in the randomizer for some reason. And this path was the one that led over this. I need to get higher up. Yeah, I don't think these blue ones were in. I think these might be a randomizer edition. The large amount of blue light is at least somewhat show where to go. But yeah, you could probably do that without a lantern, but it probably wouldn't go the best without a lantern either way. down there. It would almost be like they want to jump up either that place or... Oh shit. I wish I could see far enough to know if I can make that jump or not. Yeah, I'm lost on where on how to get to that place. And I have no clue, like, at all. I have my thing if I can then someone look it up. I'm confused. Let's see. Shit. I should be alive. Yeah, I'm still alive. Just not able to see anything. Let's see where it's. That one, and then you go there. I'm confused. I hope I figure it out. Because it made it look like it was like somewhere over here. Actually, don't I have... the ability to equip the prism stones? Or did I never get any? Yes, I never got any. That's another path to go over there. It's over a deep way, that path. And then you do this again to see. Sure. There. Yep, so there's only one way I can think. I think it can be, if I answer it right. Gargoyle's halberd. Okay. So... I wish you could actually, like, roll out of holding that up, but What? Never pressed to leave. I did that, then check here if I missed anything. Nope. That's everything you get here. Congratulations me, I ran out of almost place to go. Not the depths, it's Burning Shrine, I guess. I'm not sure I have to go, where the only place I can go. Oh. Wait, is that what Yeah. It doesn't lead anywhere. I'm gonna give Gwyn like 1 or 2 tries. At most. Oh, yeah, he makes some magic. Okay. Yes. Oh wait, I just remembered there's one more thing I can do before I do that. One that includes me actually taking. I think Fire Electrine is the best place to go from to get there. Oh yeah, it's this guy.
I am in touch. Oh. Oh, sometimes.
Actually, I probably should buy like 15 of these. What? Oh.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. Petrus. Don't mind me just switching my equipment to something that hits harder. And I think I might be able to upgrade my, what's it called again, the Obsidian Greatsword one more time.
By the lords.
Yeah, I'm not letting you kill Rhea. You don't have any more like good things to sell to me. Like the only thing you really had was prism stones that I could want. But even that I didn't really care about. Oh. 4 of them that always know where I am.
What a miracle. Vince and Nico were for my prayer.
So over here for sheep. $10,000. I don't know if that's worth it or not. Oh, that's where it is. I might as well.
Then be safe.
Ow. Food. Hey, more chunks. Yeah, I'm just gonna run past these. At least the ones that I can. Ow. Yeah. And the only way I can really get there is either by... I'm gonna have to probably try and go past the undead merchant, or going past these ones that are over here. Oh shit. By the way, all of these are randomized individually, not as a group. Thank you, game, for definitely letting me switch target. Oh, and all of these are doing the same thing. And it's also pretty showing some purple moss. Is what painters have. Let's see. How many do I have of the chunks? 18. Yeah, so if I were to, let's say, want to grind the chunks, I can upgrade an armor fully upgraded. I could just grind a crap ton of those, grind them a bunch. Who is that enemy? Wait, no, that's the pale ones from the depths. I remember now.
Brilliant.
Yep, here he is the sorcerer. You can, you know, you can buy stuff from later. Green shard. I mean, at least I unlocked magic weapon. But can I? Oh, nope. He was slightly too far down. I really want to get increased healing effectiveness. Ow. Rude. Yeah, that's a crow demon thing. Please don't let the crow wake up to jump me in one shot. Yeah. Because that would be really terrifying. Full-time cloak. Okay, so that had nothing. Pretty much. Oh, there's a lot of them. Yeah, so much for being shuffled individually, not as a group. Yeah, at least their AI kind of breaks. It got slightly easier than normal. Oh, there's more. Oh. At least I don't know why the slimes in so many From games are so annoying. Although they aren't that bad in this game, I'm just comparing them in my head to Bloodborne's, who were basically the same as these ones, just, you know, 10 times more tanky and more annoying with their movement and attacks and shit. Oh. Yep. Yeah, the jump attack on this one is strong enough to be good. And it's a halberd. The only thing I want really right now is the Black Knight halberd. Also, this is not the the direction I was planning to move. Oh hey, it's my vanilla. I think he normally has a normal bow, and then he's more naked. But they suited him up. Of course. Work at the mediocre place, at the mediocre shop.
Oh, I plan.
Yeah, shit, purple moss. Oh wait, they are expensive as hell.
Much obliged, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to take the long path back, so I'll just use this. And yeah, basically only thing that I can do at this point is to go to the Firelink Shrine and see if the guy is there. Yeah. See what he sells, and then after that I can... Then after that I think I quite literally only have fighting Qualag watching... what's it called again? Qualag watching Gwyn.
Oh, hello. Well, have you heard of Big Hat Mod? But
Okay, a Pick at Logan, purchase, we have Chaos Fire Whip. I think I would need, yeah, it's, you need a Flame of Chaos, which I don't have. Drake Sword, which is not good for me. Hornet Ring and Leo, so... Actually...
All right.
I might be able to fight Gwyn now a little bit better. Although to be fair, it can't really be that much. Like, he isn't that much worse than a invisible, than like a roaming in a large area. What's it called again? I don't know what her name is. What's her name? The woman. No, it's just... Yeah, I can't remember her name. Shit, the half-dragon one. And when I said half-dragon, that Drake shows up. Sounds about right. Because it's Dark Souls. And this guy's supposed to be from here. Just further down. Depending on how much they want to follow me, they'll either die or get quite a bit in here. Or they're the rat, who might survive actually. Okay, so I'm gonna not fight him. And I could technically try and get where the Firekeeper's soul normally is in Blighttown. But the Firekeeper's souls are mixed in with everything. Ow. Shit. Okay, I lived. I got more than what I thought I would. Why is one of those dead? Ow. And that is a bit weird to me. You know. Dash attack into backstab instantaneously. To me feels a bit funky. But what do I know? Ow. Yeah. Such rude, so rude. And then there's the skeleton guarding this. There goes. The low poly, like low FPS bone. Yeah, and I will do, where's it? Because I had an idea. Oh, so I just realized that I probably actually could have upgraded that one more. I think I only need one. Oh yeah, it's the fire one. Because how I'm planning to fight him is by pretty much exclusively hitting him with critical attacks, so I don't really have much of a choice there on how I'm gonna damage him. And I don't know how much it buffs critical attacks, but if it works, works. Because if one attack can do enough to actually, you know, make it so you only do like around 5, it's way better than, you know, kind of almost having to do like 10 to, like 10 if not more than 10 to maybe kill him. Even then you need to hit him a lot of times between. However, critical is a stat that weapons have, like how the mail breaker is higher crit. So if I had like, let's say for example, a mail breaker that was, what's it called again? Not mail breaker, but a high damaging weapon with like, and then with high crit would be really useful. And I clicked at the time I thought I normally did. Ow. Thank you, Motor, for that. They're what I needed. Yeah, Motor dancing around, like, standing between me and Gwyn is not ideal, to say the least. Fuck you, Gwyn. And also, Mildred. How you do less, you like a mine, you do so little damage, it almost looks like you're healing him. And you make him possible to deal with. What is the reason of having you then? If you do like 2 damage, that doesn't really hurt him. Let's see, I have like not a lot of time. I mean, I did say I wasn't gonna have a lot of time here, but if I'll give myself like 20 more minutes-ish. After that, I'm gonna have to go. But if, let's say, I can't finish this by the end of the stream, then if, for example, by next stream it's randomized into win again, I'm going to keep re-randomizing it until it stops being win. Because this is such ass. Yeah, that is like 200 more. And that is a different attack. I keep expecting him, when he does a jump forward, expect him to do his signature jump attack, but no, he can choose to do a different one that is faster coming out, because it's a slightly shorter hop, but still goes far. This normal one is like doing a long jump, that one is more like doing a high and long jump. That one is pretty much just a long jump. The ideal would be to get the flow I got one time, which was, I managed to time, I got into flow state, so right after I, you know, stunned him and stabbed him in the chest, he proceeded to, you know, I could go out of that into a second parry into, you know, and then wait a little bit, and then I could get then I got a third and a fourth. The issue that I was having was mostly just doing like 4 or 5 parries took, you know, almost less than half his health. Not doing that little damage, just kind of discouraging. Well, the win would have been a lot easier if you could, you know, do attack. I was like too early there. Excuse me? And that's that one, yeah. I'm confused on that one. It felt like I should have gotten at least one of those two. I mean, the first one I could tell I was slightly too early. The other one felt like it was right. Pain. But informative. Or so I'm told. Yeah. Like, whenever I do a multi-world, the thing is, I'm gonna do the dumbest rules that I can, which unironically might screw me in the long and short run. Because the way I'm gonna do it is so dumb and brain dead is pretty much I just need to be able to get everything in logic with all key items shuffled between all worlds. So, well, let's say for example, but I mean even the like undead asylum key, for example, would be thrown in with all the other things. Same with the coiled swords, so technically I could be forced to beat the entirety of Dark Souls 2, and then the entirety of Dark Souls 1, and then be allowed to play Dark Souls 3. Okay, suck it off. Excuse me. Okay, so that is annoying. I need to be able to parry those perfectly. It's just I need to be able to remember how to do that. And be able to see his moves. And remember the parry windows. This is gonna take a few tries. Thing is, I've seen at least 1 or 2 videos of people just straight up beating Win by essentially just parrying him like 30 times. But I don't have the skill to do that. Also, God fucking, why can't they just have added at least like some bridges that went through like a highly crowded area that would have been better than run through toxic or run through poison or run through poison with enemies. Both of the options suck. But yeah, this is gonna be painful and annoying. Or do I just want to see if I can make it not spawn Gwyn there in the stream? Although for to reroll it would pretty much have to be the reroll for next stream too. One. Two. Ow. Ow. And I couldn't parry that because I can't. Excuse me. First of all, why am I the same color as the back wall when I think it's the that needs to that it's lighting up, you know, bright things, but if being close to him lights you like you're near a corner or wall and lights both you and the wall up in the exact same shade of, or very similar shades of the same color, it is going to get annoying, realistically speaking. Not where it's meant though still. But this is so possible, it's the thing that's pissing me off. One. Yeah. Oh. I forgot. That attack is almost instantaneous when you're close. That's also the reason why I try and keep my distance from him. Like, unless I think he's doing an attack I can actually parry. Actually, I could also explore to the... what's it called again? Seafarer? I don't know the name. The forest there above. thing with like, you know, this one for example is the biggest issue in my opinion is probably just when I lose my cool I play so much worse. And like being frustrated or mad isn't really an excuse a lot of time. Screwing up like pairs like that 12 times in a row is just a skill issue at that point. Okay, rude. Okay. Why did you burn me iron? I forgot I wasn't locked on, that's why. And I can't dodge that. Ugh. Like, that is by far the most frustrating part in this. It's just the lock-on doesn't stay. They needed to make it so the lock-on is... like, it stops being locked on like half... like, in, you know, what feels like 3 seconds after that. The ideal at this point would just be if I had like a knife or something that did super high crit damage, just, you know, maxed it out. Like max it out and got a cult on it. Or just max it out. Either way, it would have been good, or it would work. Like getting higher cult or just completely maxed. I might actually look up, because I'm curious about what weapon has highest crit in Dark Souls 1. And don't ask how I got my cool back, it's like how I regained my cool, it was... I went in, like just being in Tomb of the Giants makes me regain my sanity compared to, you know, the 80th time fighting Gwyn here. Because not being able to dodge roll whenever you want to because the lantern blocks it, and not being able to see like even your own feet without it is annoying. Yep, that didn't work. Ooh, that ate all my stamina. Okay, so a failed pair can make you lose all of your stamina. I didn't know that much. And I tried parry, I failed. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for him to do that. Usually just a small jump for that, and I was not thinking. I'm not prepared. If anything, I think the only thing I really wish was there was a quicker run back, because maybe base game, because Skolana isn't strong or threatening. I mean, even actually Gwyn does have a worse kind of run back. Although you can, if you just get used to the game, you could probably just, you know, what's it called again? You could probably just run past and dodge all the Black Knights on the path. I think it's just me having Mentos, like something in my mouth. It calms me down a bit. Sometimes I'm like second, it's just when I get frustrated, just bite into it. I have another one in my mouth, so if you hear a crack, it's in all likelihood the Mentos. That was a fluke. I can promise that much. Ow. Yeah, I was not walking towards him when he did that. Got him. Finally. It just took chilling out and taking it slowly. Funny thing, I can't even level up with that. Yeah, I just had to get into the flow state and not freak out or panic. This time. I think on the one that I probably have like the last of my time that I could do. Because I'm basically out of time. But at least I see my one goal of this stream was to eat when and you know, I was there for boobs. Yeah, but I finally got it. So since Fortress is unlocked, and I got a Homer Bone. There's here. Because there are a few things I want to do. I need to get level 30 in the Covenant to get a thing. Over here. This guy who I attacked first time I saw him as an except I was an enemy.
Oh dear.
Yes.
But you have no eggs. Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Okay. Apparently he's also a merchant for pyromancy. Oh.
What is it?
I got what I want the most. I got that bonfire. I can't really do much left being in their covenant, and if I do that, I would have to either way leave the covenant to join another later. Ooh. Let's see, can I level up? Yes. Out of all these, which one do I think I need most? Part of me really wants to just say resistance, because it's not a bad stat, it's just, you know, actually. It does increase defense to straight up everything. But I want both. I want the health, actually. I need that quite a lot more at the moment. Oh yeah, that's... Oh shit. This is what I think it is. Can I... Maybe, yeah, he's gonna drop a bunch of those. Yeah. He's stuck attacking in a loop. Seemingly endless loop. Is the boss over there? But I'm just gonna check this boss because it shouldn't be aggroed yet until I take the stuff. But also I don't have enough health for that to be that scary. I'll check which boss it is and I'll switch the ring to whichever one fits. But for now I should probably take off the Hornet ring and replace it with, let's say... I'll just put the Silver Serpent ring. Yep, but I got at least the Sen's Fortress opened, which was the main goal. Because now the only thing I really have left to do is to... Actually, I could talk to the serpent and open the floodgates, probably fight, you know, fight the guy already. And who is this? The Iron Golem. It would either be really easy or really hard. I don't really have any rings that are good to fight him. At most it would be like if I wanted the Owl's ring to decrease my percentage in a way. Hello, Ceaseless Discharge. You got a bit smaller since last time I saw you. Oh! I didn't know he could attack or could grab you like that. Okay, I didn't jump when I pressed, or didn't dodge roll when I pressed roll. Oh. Oh, there was no... That was not the path that I thought it was on. Why am I only allowed to see his crotch? There. There, I got a total of 3 bosses. Better than I expected. I have one more level up. Yeah, I'm just gonna go down and check that area because I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna probably just warp back to the bonfire and then warp out of there. Just to have the warp point and the ability to be here. Or maybe go to Firelink, see if I can put in the thing. The Lord Vessel. Yeah, the big skeleton is still awake. Oh, I thought I was going to do it. They were spamming. No, I guess not. Yeah, I just want to see what I can get to here without dying instantly, because touching lava in this is essentially just insta-kill on you. I guess just you will die within like, wait 1 second. Like, yeah, most of them are like that. Which is also the reason why I chose to do it this way with not going back first. Don't tell me. Why are these immune to lava? Genuine question at this point. Whose idea was that? I mean, I guess the other ones can also bait into lava then. The only issue is, I'm just gonna be sniped at the same time. Because he needs to get toxic. Yeah. I guess I have a learning skulls that I can throw into lava. Yeah, nothing in the corner. Let me guess, there's gonna be nothing over here that I can get to either. Like no loot I can reach without dying. Yeah, looks like there isn't any. Loop back this way. It might have actually been better to wait until I get the lava ring thing. It will reduce the amount of enemies that won't be dead here. Eh. It is what it is. Well, the worst thing would be to get like... to get a AoE or just a super large and annoying boss in the Iron Golem arena. Which is very possible. But I do remember seeing at some point that there is a way to get past, like, this area without killing Ceaseless Discharge. Technically. But it wouldn't be in logic. And it's like you can jump from above, whereas like from up there or something, land on this, then just parkour along these. And then, because like you can barely avoid, you can just slightly avoid the lava. Did I do all of this? Oh crap. Oh. Or not. Good thing they are stupid. Yeah, that's what I mean by, you know, that, like, what's called, they can stand on that. Not like how there can be that opening later. I guess the law doesn't do damage here. And what is that tree? Ow. Hammer away. Flame Birch. Fitting. Having a fire dog here. Do I even need to be here? Oh hey, the centipede demon. Or at least a centipede demon. Yeah, at this point, I probably actually switched my thing around a bit. Like my weapon. Okay, yep, they left. Or they died, I can't tell. Could be the one. I just want to see how far I can get here with the loot items that I have. Although the obsidian source either gonna be really good in the long run or just good for a little bit. It does have stupid high down, just no scaling. The high stats doesn't really help it. Ow. Yeah, that's annoying. Let's see. It's here. Kinda wish there were more of them that could do that. But I wanna see. I am dragging this out as way more than I was expecting I would be able to. More or less because I expected myself to not beat Gwyn. I had essentially given up and just chose to do whatever I could with time I'd left and just to get slightly better. You've got to be shitting me with this. Shit. Yeah. Ow, and there was no dodging that. God, I hate this game sometimes. Yeah, I couldn't dodge diagonally, and if I dodged straight backward, I would have hit a wall, but I'm blocked. If I dodged directly to the right, I would have gonna hit it as well. God, that sucks. Yeah, it's just... This game gets 1,000 exclusively for that being a thing. Okay, I pressed dodge, but okay, game. Hello, skeleton. I prefer over here to, like, get past this. Oh, wait, that is... When is this thing? And he's dead. I just really hate those giants. They are, in my opinion, some of the worst balanced enemies in the game. Because even when you meet them, they essentially are bordering on immortal, resistant to basically everything, and can one-shot you unless you have, you know, like level 40 in health. Which, to be fair, I doubt that a lot of people would at that point. There. One. stop burping in my face? There, got him. I can at least get the bonfire and then warp back, I think. Guess I can drop down here because he replaced the worm. Ow. When humanities and bonfire. Blah blah. Resistance. And then warp to Firelink Shrine. Yeah. And I should have the pretty much everywhere to warp unlocked.
Did you ring the sound? That is incredible, Emma. It's noisy. It snores. And its breath is released. This is no...
Yeah. I mean, he has inconvenience at least. Yo, what's up? You wake up? Yoink.
This is the Firelink chamber.
Oh. Like, just do this. I have no idea why I got so many souls from being here. Oh, it's... Is it spawning them in the doorway enemies? Like random enemies who aren't flying? Like they aren't ghosts? So they just spawn an endless source of money. Yeah, but so I placed that, so... all of the other places should be done now. And Lotric's done his thing. Shit. Yeah, so... Lotric, you little shit. Also, what did I have for pyromancy? First of all, I did get magic weapon, which I could use to buff that one. Firestorm combustion, I think it was great combustion was one of the best ones in the game. Or was fire whip, I don't remember. Yeah, the only one I could really tier is one of them. Yeah, so I'll have to do this. Or maybe I could actually have gone from the Lord Vessel. Shit happens. I just need to be able to get somewhere where I can save. Probably within, like, a not too long period of time. The question is if I'll ever even be able to revive the Firekeeper. Because there is a chance that if I get Firekeeper's soul and I don't try and revive her with, there's a chance that she's permagone. Which sucks because she is the closest Firekeeper to the Four Kings. You know. Like, I double the length of the run back if I do that.
Well,
Let's see. Reinforced weapon. Yeah. Now it does more damage. I was thinking of upgrading this one with Titan Eye. But I was not thinking in the past and used it to upgrade, if I can find it. Use my Twinkle Titan to upgrade this. Which it isn't a bad weapon, it's just... if anything, I want them for the Black Knight Halberd if I find one. But this place is now open. I can take the first steps in and see what enemies are here before they get erased from existence and replaced with someone new. Actually, I wish I could keep going, but more at work. Can't really screw myself over by making myself not have energy or whenever I work. Ravelord Sword and Homeward. Spell, or miracle, I guess. Army does want to go across this to get the things on the bottom floor. See what special enemies have spawned. Oh shit. Kind of died there. Yep, so all of these have fallen. And that sucks. Oh. Hello, Titanite Demon replacement. I do not mind you doing, like, you replacing them, because Titanite Demons in this place just aren't fun to fight or deal with. Porcelain Mask and Bastard Sword. Magic Barrier and more things. Why are there so many miracles in Sense Fortress? Actually, more than anything, instead of the Silver Serpent, I should probably just not want to deal with this. Because this area sucks to walk through. But it's one of the most annoying areas to be just existing. Why Titanite? If I get all of the enemies here at least once, I'll know what they... like, I'll know that I can deal with them. Like, that I don't have to... that I'll never have to go down here again. So if I fall, I can just do homeward or something, or just run back. I'll have to wonder which ones I might have needed to kill. Oh hey, that was one of them. I know this guy isn't one of them, but he is still annoying. Although he isn't that bad, he's the mossy golem things. Oop. And oop. And they have slightly more health. But not enough to be a massive difference. Hello, Sullivan pet prototype. They're like Sullivan's pet, but less mutated, I guess, would be one way of putting it. I don't need to use that one anymore, so more money. Oh yeah, I probably should. Give me a second. I don't take you to for a company that would be understanding of the sound of someone just like doing something with their medication. I actually have to hit this one. That is different. Yeah, and I've put in the lore vessels. I should be able to actually fight the Four Kings, maybe? No, actually, you just need to give me a thing. Dead. Nah, nothing. So, I've done everything I really feel like I need to. But that's it for today, and I will have to end off now. Say bye. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna play this can be, but or like it's gonna be, but it happens when it happens. But I guess that's it for today, and see ya when I see ya. Bye bye. The game can let me leave. Thank you.